All right, welcome everybody. Thank you very much for joining. God bless you. Um, I really appreciate you guys as you guys are coming in on this show this morning. Um, Made up my mind that I'm going to be on YouTube. This is where I am going to be doing my live shows, my live broadcasts and stuff, and I will just only cut part of these shows to share on Facebook. And please, if you are able to hear me properly, wherever it is you are connecting from, please let me know. I need a feedback real quick. If you can hear me, please type it in. I say yes, we can hear you. Please type it in. I say yeah, we are able to hear you, Pastor Shola. We are hearing you, Pastor Shola. All right. Okay. All right. I think I got the audio is there. Able to hear the audio. Thank you very much, Jinsi Ganuma. God bless you. Thank you very much for the response, for the feedback. God bless you. Um, if you're there, please actually you can share it on your Facebook page. Let people know that I'm online right now. Fountain Grace, how are you? Caroline Ajayi, how are you doing? So good morning, everybody. Good morning, everyone. How you guys doing? How are you guys doing? How is the week coming? The week is a is a beautiful week. I pray that Almighty God will continue to be with you, guide you in all your ways in Jesus' name. Guide you, guide you, guide you. Um, you can hear me. All right, Mr. Idom Emmanuel from UAE. God bless you. Olumese David. God bless you, sir. Thank you very much for coming on the show. Um, Pamela, how you doing? God bless you also. We're going to be looking at a story today. I don't want to waste time at all. We're going to be looking at a story, very important story. Um, and I think I will need your help on this show this morning. I think I'll need your help on the show this morning. All right. Let me see. Mm, 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 mm. My God. Okay. Pamela, thank you very much. Gabriel Ifeoluwa, God bless you. Thank you. K Business Podcast, how you doing? Thank you very much. K Sammy, oh, okay. All right, I got you. Living by grace. How are you doing? So good morning, everybody. Please do me a favor. Go ahead and share this broadcast. Share this broadcast on your page on Facebook. Let's get more people connected. I have made up my mind. I'm going to stay on YouTube. I'm staying on YouTube. All right. I'm staying on YouTube to do my shows on YouTube. I am actually done with the Facebook blocking me and all kinds of stuff. I'm done with it. They wrote me a letter that they're going to be closing down my page. I don't know when that's going to happen. I'm trying to get prepared for it. I've labored, I've suffered, I put a lot of effort into what I'm doing. Put a lot of effort into what I'm doing. And Facebook is actually frustrating my effort, allowing people to report my page, and they will just go ahead and block you. I really don't believe you should block somebody without doing your proper investigation. Do the proper investigation, then you go ahead and block the person right after if the person is guilty. All right, but if not, I think you should just allow them to just be. I really don't mind if I'm actually going to continue to talk to to 33 people online. It's actually better. It's better to talk to 33 people online and have so much fun than for you to be talking to 150 people on Facebook and you're still suffering. All right, they are frustrating my effort, man. All right, the story for today. 6 of them slept with my wife. 6 of them slept with my wife. Wow. 6 of them slept with my wife. That's crazy. I don't want to hear that. That's not what I want to listen to. And I believe that's not what any one of us would love to listen to. You don't want to listen to it. I don't want to listen to it. That's not anything anybody would like to hear. 6 people, slept with my wife. 6 of them. I'm going to read out the letter to you guys, and I will give you guys the opportunity to react. You can make a phone call, or you can actually type in your reaction or your own idea, type it in, and I'm going to read it out to the people. Yes, Olumese David, they said they are going to be shutting down my page. I don't know when that's going to happen. I'm still waiting for it. But I'll still continue to live. I'll still continue to live my life. All right, let's get to it real quick. Do me a favor, go ahead and share this broadcast on your page. Do me a favor, share this broadcast on your wall on Facebook. Let's get more people connected by the grace of God. Now the letter. I think it's possible for you to have read the letter on Facebook also, but I'm going to read it again to you guys now, so we can discuss it and I can break it down to you guys. I always tell you guys that relationship is actually not easy. It's not easy at all. It's not easy. I know you are thinking right now, maybe your wife is cheating. You don't even know. You're thinking, maybe my husband is cheating. I don't even know. And you're watching and you're suspecting him. You are being sensitive. You are being careful. You're suspicious of his move. You want to know. You want to catch him. You just want to catch the guy or catch the woman. Every one of us will think the same way. You don't want people to actually start chopping your mama behind you. So you wanna be very careful. You wanna start suspecting. You wanna listen to. Some people love to hear bad news. So, what you know about my wife. What do you know about my wife? And all kinds of stuff like that. They want the bad news. They want to hear that bad news. Tell me all about it. Tell me all about that. Some people will even hire a kind of a private investigator to run after your wife, run after your husband, just to get you bad news, just to share what's going with you. And I always tell people, marriage is not supposed to be like that. Marriage is not. If you don't trust somebody, there is no marriage. If the moment there is lack of trust, there is no marriage. Forget about the marriage. No marriage there without trust. If there is no trust, then there is no marriage. All right, the letter reads, Pastor Shola, I'm in serious pain right now. I just got back from Lagos after a 4-week trip. My last day in Lagos, I was hosted by one of my Facebook friends. I want you to underline that. Facebook friend. It means that this friend is not real friend. He's just a guy I got to know on Facebook. He's a guy that we chat on Facebook. He's a guy I met on Facebook. I've never been to his house. I don't know his wife. I don't know his kid. He has never been to my house. He doesn't know anything about me, but we are just only Facebook friends. All right. And 5 of his friends joined us at the bar. All right. He was hosted by one of his Facebook friends. And then 5 other friends joined to host this guy inside the bar, at the bar, by the club. In the middle of the enjoyment, when you talk about enjoyment, it means they are actually drinking, they are eating pepper soup, they're eating suya, and they're talking and all kinds of stuff. That's the enjoyment he's talking about. In the middle of this enjoyment, something happened. Let's go further. He said in the middle of the enjoyment, he brought out the story of a lady they had all slept with. I want you to note that. Now, men do talk. We go out, we hang out to talk about, we'll go out to talk about all manners of things. We talk about women. We talk about, our parents. We talk about our brothers and sisters. We talk about money, talk about job, talk about business, talk politics. We talk about church, all manners of things. We talk about our wives too. Sometimes we do that. Right? But mostly when men hang out, when we hang out, like 70% of the topic is always about women. 70% of the topic of the discussion is about women. It's about women. All right. We talk about money a lot. We talk about business a lot. We talk about certifications a lot. What is going on in town? We talk about politics. We yell, we shout, and all kinds of stuff. But most of the time, we talk about women. We talk about women. All right. So he said in the middle of enjoyment, he brought out the story of a lady they are all slept with. It's possible. I've witnessed this before. I sat down with some of my friends and we started talking about, our schoolmates. Did you do that one? No, I did not. Me, I did it all. For real, how many times? 5 times, man. It's not bad, not bad, not bad. Is she married now? Yeah, she's married. Who is that guy that actually took my Ajeku? We talk about this stuff. We talk about it and then we laugh. All right. We talk about the lady, the girl on the street. We talk about the girl in church. We talk about the house help. We talk about, the classmates. We talk about different kind of people. So we talk about women a lot. All right. And I know you women do the same thing. You women do the same thing. You can't lie about it. You guys talk about your ex-boyfriends. You talk about the guy that you have a crush on. You talk about the guy, one bobo you like in church. You talk about one bobo on the street. You talk about the guy who toasted you last week and the one that broke your heart. You now call him Olori Buku. That kind of stuff. You guys talk about the same thing. All right, we're all the same. We talk about women. You guys talk about men. So we talk about this stuff, and then he went further to say he brought up the story of a lady they are all slept with. And it was a nice and sweet story. We all laughed and laughed. That's good. All right. You guys laughed and laughed. He talked about the story and you are able to connect with the story. You believe the story. You love the story. You guys laughed. It's a sweet story of 5 people sleeping with one girl. 6 people sleeping with one same woman. And you believe it's a kind of a sweet story. It means you are one of them. You're one of them. All right. Now, he now went further. He said one of them checked his phone and pulled out this picture of a lady. When I got the picture to check it out, Pastor Shola, I saw my wife's face, the mother of my 3 kids. I am bleeding now, and I don't know what to do. Each time I see her, I want to do something terrible to her. This is the letter. This is the letter right here. This is the story. And I don't want you guys to be shocked. We're going to attack this story from different angles. 3 different angles. I'm going to attack it from 3 different angles. And I want us to just listen carefully. I believe this brother is online right now, watching right now. I'm about to break it down to you. All right? Because some people are not willing to pay for the counseling session. They want me to treat the topic inside the video. And that's exactly what I want to say. I want to do right now. I want to treat this story right here for the benefit of everybody, for everybody to get blessed, and also the person who is inside of this struggle. Now, let's attack it in 3 ways. The first part that I want us to look at is that everybody's got a past. If this story is true, if it is real, that this story is true, these guys, they know the man's wife, they have been with this man's wife before she got married. Before she got married. All right? Every one of us, there's a past. We all have a past. We've gone through a series of things in our lives. We've done so many crazy stuff in our lives. Some of you women, you have done Aristo before. You've done Aristo before. And I want you guys to just be sincere with me. Be truthful. During the time you are in college, and you're following your friends all around to see Babalaye and all kinds of stuff like that, it's possible for 2 Babalayes to sleep with you. It's possible for 3 Babalayes to sleep with you, and they're all friends. They are just passing you from one to another person because your own target, that you were just looking for money. Your target is just to collect money. You want to collect money, and that's exactly what your target is. You want the money. Just the money. All right? So it's possible for you to have happened. And that's the past. All right? For you not saying that you're bleeding, for you not saying that you want to do something wrong or something terrible to the woman, that's uncalled for. If we dig into your life also, we will find out that you've slept with some other women who are now presently the wives of another man. If those men now You know, they are hanging out with their friends, and then somebody now say, "Oh, did you sleep with your wife before you guys got married?" Are they supposed to go home and kill their wives? Are they supposed to go home and start bleeding? Are they supposed to go home and start saying, "Oh, I'm not happy"? All right, because when we dig your life, you must have slept with somebody too, unless you got married to your wife as a virgin, and we're going to get to that point. All right, so it's possible for your wife to have a past. Every one of us will have a past. All right, and it's possible for them to talk about it, not knowing that that's your wife. All right, it might be a kind of a situation that you come across some people who knew your wife when your wife wasn't married to you, and now they brought out the picture, and that picture is a picture of your wife. Is this story a new story, or is this story a dead story? Is it the story of the past? Is it a story of about 10, 15, 20 years ago, before you got married to your wife 5 years ago? All right. Now, we need to look at that. So if this story is the past, we need to keep it in the past and just leave it right there. At this moment, it's not like now she's in America now. It's not like as if people are now coming to report her. She's sleeping with this person's husband or sleeping with that person's husband. Now she's married. She's married right now. She's now loyal. She's now faithful. She's sticking to you alone and nothing's happening. But you travel to Nigeria to meet a Facebook friend. A Facebook friend is someone you have never even met before. And this person just pulled out the picture of your wife and is talking a story about the 7 of them have slept with the same woman. All right, that's a dead story before you got married. So we need it. We're supposed to leave it in the past. Number 2 is that it is possible for these guys to want to set you up. Maybe one of them actually asked your wife out recently after marriage, and the woman said no. Maybe the same one who is your friend on Facebook is the one trying to run after your wife and is the one disturbing your wife, toasting your wife, and the wife is telling him to kiss transformer. So he is now looking for a way to get back at your wife and be able to ruin our relationship because of what happened between them. Because think about it. You're only scheduled to hang out with one guy, and then 5 other guys joined you guys. And then the 5 of you guys, or 5 of them, are now talking about they have slept with only one woman. Why is it that it is now, during the time that you are there, that they are talking about this same woman? Why is it that all of them, at that point in time, they are all less busy to hang out together at that point in time when you are in town? Why is it that was the girl they actually picked to talk about happens to be your wife? And then why is that one still keeping the picture if it's something of the past? Why is that one still having the picture on his phone? So you need to think. Think about it. It's possible for you to be a setup. It's possible for you to be a past story. If it's a past story, that's a dead news. You're not supposed to react. You're not supposed to bleed. You're not supposed to say, I'm actually not feeling good. You're not supposed to say, oh, I'm bleeding right now. You're not supposed to be bleeding, because if you are bleeding, some other people are bleeding somewhere else. Because you can't tell me you didn't sleep with some other girls when you were in school. When you were in school, you slept with other girls. Before you got married, you slept with some other girls also. You had 4, 5, 6, 7 girlfriends that you slept with and you didn't get to marry them. All right? What do you think their husbands will be saying now? Are they going to be bleeding also? Number 2, it's possible for these men to plan to destroy your marriage, probably because your wife said no. All right? To them, to one of them. And 5 of them now come together to now tell you the 6 of them, they have slept with your wife before. They didn't say your wife. They brought out the picture of a woman. Is it a old picture or a new picture? Just think about it. Is this picture when your wife was 26 or 25? Or is this picture a recent picture? Think about it. You don't want to come home and just destroy your home. You don't want to come home and destroy the life of an innocent woman. You don't want to come home and start hating a woman that has done nothing wrong. You don't want to come home and start destroying what God has given unto you. Men, always remember, you have to be patient. You can listen to all manners of story about your wife or whatsoever you like, but before you go home and react, all right, calm down. Be patient. Have an open mind. Be able to ask questions. If you feel like you're going to mess up, invite a marriage counselor to come in with you guys when you're asking the questions. So you can be able to get to the bottom of it and actually get the right answer to your questions, onto whatever it is that is that is actually a mystery to you. You don't just go home and just start bleeding or start getting angry, without knowing the truth. The first thing is this story a whole story? Number two, you need to think about it. This story is possible for you to be a setup. And number three part of the whole story is this. Let me say it to you. All right. Exactly. The meeting was planned. Maybe. We don't know. Why are men gossiping about who they slept with in the past? This is old news. I don't know. I don't know why they're gossiping about it. So we need to know. All of them are the same. All of them at the same time, at the same. Yes, Esther. The same time, the same place, at the same time to talk about the same woman. We'll talk about the same woman. All of them at the same time to talk about the same woman. All of them. So you need to think about the first part of it. The first part of it is that if it's a dead news, that's the whole news, as in before your marriage, before you guys got together, it's possible for her to have done that. So many of you slept with a lot of people. It's not easy for a woman to admit, to say it's true. It's possible for a man to say, yeah, I slept with 17,000 women. I slept with 200,000 women. Just like that pastor that said I slept with 54 or 58 women before I became a pastor. It's possible for men to confess. With a man, you're going to become a captain by sleeping with many, many women. When you sleep with many women, you say it out in the public, everybody will look at you as a champion. As a woman, you cannot. As a woman, you cannot. It will ridicule you, it will reduce you, it will mess you up, it will destroy your image. So women always want to keep that part of themselves, of their life. They don't want to release it, but it's possible for a woman to have slept with 15 men, 20 men. I'm telling you, so many Nigerian women, they have slept with so many people. So many people. I don't know how easy that is for them. You are sleeping with this guy, you're sleeping with that guy. Some people are even sleeping with 4 people at the same time. Some people are sleeping with 4 men at the same time. They got 4 boyfriends, not even boyfriend, man friends. 4 of them at the same time. They're sleeping with A, B, and C, and D at the same time. Some women, it's impossible for some women to even sleep with 2 men at the same time. They always love to enter into one relationship, and if that relationship is not going well, they break up that relationship, they enter into a new relationship, and it's a new relationship, and they keep on going. But some people can be in 5 different relationships at the same time. At the same time. But at the end of it all, it's not possible for them to admit. It's not possible for them to come out and open up and say, yeah, it's true. I have done it. If true, I've slept with somebody. I've slept with 15 people. How many women did they sleep with before marriage? Gospel, I don't know how many. All right. It's possible for people to do that. For women, they are not allowed to say it. And that's why I always tell women, sometimes when you go into a relationship, and actually this is a moment of truth. There is a moment, they call it the moment of truth. And the moment of truth is when the man will say, how many men have you slept with? I always advise women, don't open your mouth to be saying, I slept with this one, I slept with that one, even though it's the past. A man will still feel it like as if to say it happened yesterday. It is only you women. Women, you guys are able to handle it when a man will tell you, I've slept with 55 women before I married you. A wife will say, oh, okay. They count themselves being lucky. They see themselves like a winner, that among the 55 of them, you picked me. So that's what they use in consoling themselves. They feel good when you say that. But for a man, if you tell a man you slept with 15 men, he's not feeling lucky. He's not feeling lucky at all. He's feeling sad, he's feeling angry, he's bleeding. You know that kind of stuff. He feels like, oh my God, what Geshiwa Kamimole? What Geshiwa Kamimole? That's how he's gonna feel. So you don't open up and be saying 15. You just let them know, let the man know. Yeah, I think I played a little bit. You know, I had a little fun and stuff. How many of them? I'm not really sure. Maybe one. It's wisdom. It's wisdom. You don't say two. If you say two, merely just only saying two alone will make the man keep quiet. You're not saying, Dimeji, are you not talking again? He's not talking again. Oh. The guy is not going to talk again. No, he's not going to talk. He will feel like, Meji ton. But he mentioned 58. He has slept with 58 women. Yeah, when he was saying it, he was happy. He was happy saying it. It was like feeling like a champion. When he was saying 58, you know what I'm saying? I slept with 58, you know what I'm saying? All kinds of stuff. And, you know, I slept with a lot of women, man. You know, when in my day, when I was young, I was just sleeping all around and stuff. When he's saying it, he was really happy, speaking American accent and all kinds of, I want to Ghana and stuff like that. But by the time he's now asking the wife, and the wife is saying, I slept with two, that two alone will kill the man. You don't want to say two. You don't want to say two at all. No. You don't even want to say three. And then when you say 10, you say 10? No, you don't want to. So when you get to that point where you say moment of truth, just say, I'm not playing that game. I'm not playing that game, moment of truth. Leave moment of truth alone. God knows the moment of truth. I've shared it with God. God knows how many, and glory to God. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. We can't undo the moment of truth. We can say it. We can talk about it and say, yeah, I was living with somebody else. We can say it all like and stuff. But when it comes to the truth, and when the woman is now saying, and please, women, another moment of truth that we always get into is when a man is asking you, do you enjoy the sex? And then you're talking about, do you know Kule that I dated when I was in poly? He said, yes, you told me about Kule. Kule was a machine. Machine ni Kule. Kule wa kusalaye. Kule shino bole. Kule, Babala Bangladesh ni boy. Boy, he can be going for the next 45 minutes non-stop. These guys will do 2 rounds, 3 rounds, 4 rounds like butter. I'm telling you. Don't say that, oh. That kind of moment of truth, don't bring it up at all. Don't bring it up. It will make your husband die. The man will just die. Anytime he wants to climb on top of you, his penis will just die. Oh, Lord, I'm not going to lie. Because inside of him, he's not looking at you like, okay, oh, yeah, you're comparing my sex with the sex of the guy you met in poly. The stupid idiot. He will hate that boy like a no man's business. The guy didn't do nothing to him, but he will just hate that guy. Never you say stuff like that. Anytime they say, are you enjoying the sex? Don't say, yes, I'm enjoying the sex. But I think there is still room for improvement. You know, tell them there is still room for improvement. Pat them on the back and say, yes, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. Women don't want to hear the truth. Sometimes nothing big men's heart. I understand, Sam. I understand what to say. You know, don't fall for a moment of truth. Oh, the moment of truth of how many men have you slept with? Don't fall for it. Oh, don't fall for. Are you enjoying sex with me? No. Just tell him, yes, I'm enjoying sex. There's room for improvement, and I know everything's going to be fine. I know you can do better. I know you can do good, and all kinds of stuff like that. That's fine. No, that's fine. Another moment of truth. Never you tell a man how much you have in your bank account. Never. The moment of truth of, so let's be truthful. What? So how much do you have in your bank account? Me, I have 50,000. How much do you have? And you now say, you want to hear the truth? And he say, yes, I want to hear the truth. I have 250,000. Right after that moment, the guy is thinking of what to do to collect all your money or to make your life miserable. You don't want to. If you guys are not keeping the same bank account, that moment of truth, don't bring it up. Never. Don't ever partake of that game of moment of truth. It's not something that will end up well. Normally, it will start good. Moment of truth is a very nice thing that will start good, As in, like, you will start very well, as in you guys are playing, you're tickling yourself, and you say, moment of truth. How many people have touched your breast before? And you say, 5. And then the guy will suddenly just keep quiet. A moment of truth of how many pregnancies have you aborted before? Don't even allow it to come up. This moment of truth of I aborted 17 pregnancies. Don't even say nothing about those things. Let the pastors be in the pastors. Let the pastors sit in the past. Don't bring it now. Don't bring it out. Never bring it out. For a man can say all manners of things about his own past, can talk about, actually aborted 5 pregnancies for Funke, 20 for Tinuke. Tinuke is a bad girl, always getting pregnant. It's not aborted all that stuff and everything. They know they can handle all that stuff, the ones they are saying. But the moment you say your own, please don't say it. The moment you say, moment of truth, how much you have in your bank account? No. And most of the time, men will be the one to initiate the moment of truth. Men always bring it up. They always bring moment of truth. They always bring it up all the time. All right? I remember I counseled somebody. They had a moment of truth that resulted into calling the police. The woman had to call the police because the guy was crazy. What did he ask for? What did he ask? There's something woman when we were in school, they call it Fadiya. Fadiya means that, there's a guy who's got a big penis, and then, have you ever encountered a man with Fadiya? As in, like, have you encountered a man with big and long penis? All right? That's probably like about 14 inches, 16 inches long and stuff, and actually a big radius and stuff. So the woman came up, and I was like, okay, it seems like they were having fun. All right, they were having so much fun, and the woman said, only boy kan tó máa ń pè ń gorilla nígbà tá a wà ní University of Ibadan, gorilla náà máa ń pè bọ̀bọ̀ ẹ̀. Mo dídì lọ test bọ̀bọ̀ ẹ̀ wò ní kí bọ̀bọ̀ gorilla yìí gan, dé kó gorilla ni. It's not like that. I said, so what happened? He said, this man's penis is like the gorilla penis, that when I took it, it was touching me on the neck like this. I was shouting and screaming. It was a moment where everybody was, the two of them were kind of like really enjoying the story. They were laughing and stuff. The man put it out. He put it off like as if he was not angry. Something that happened like about maybe like 35 years ago. This was about 35 years ago, story. And the woman just remembered the story, and she was saying it, and everybody, the atmosphere was cool. They were just saying it and all kinds of stuff. And the man put it off like as if he wasn't angry. And the second day, the whole atmosphere in the house just changed instantly. Fadiya destroyed the whole house. Mr. Gorilla destroyed the whole house. And then the question now the man is asking is, how many times did he do it? Oh, did you enjoy it when he was doing it? Were you doing it when he was doing it? Were you shouting my head when he was doing it? Do you enjoy? Are you still dreaming of sleeping with the gorilla? Oh my God. God, please don't let them watch this video. Don't let that woman watch this video in Jesus' name. Amen. Because if they watch this video, they will call me back and say, Pastor Zola, why will you expose our story? Lord, please help me not for them to watch this video. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. She thought she was being sincere. I know. I'm telling you, Debbie, please, you can get out of this line, please. If you can't listen to what's going on here, please get out of this house, please. Your name is Debbie. I can see you there. Please get out of this house. This is not the place for you. It's not the place for you. This platform is called Raw. This is where they call Raw. If you're not ready to listen to the Raw message, please get out of this platform. Thank you. God bless you. These women that can't handle the truth. What are you telling you? We can't handle the truth. I didn't mention their name, I know. You know what I'm saying? So when the moment of truth will come up like that, please always make sure that the moment you're having fun, maybe you're drinking wine and you're cracking joke and all kinds of stuff like that. Never, 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 never in your life fall for moment of truth, it's going to ruin your marriage. So the man was now asking, are you still dreaming of the gorilla? Are you dreaming of having sex with the gorilla? Are you dreaming of whatever, whatever? And he said, no, we're just talking. We're just talking. He said, we're just talking. You know what I'm saying? And we're just talking, we're just having fun. This thing happened about 30-something years ago. It's not a problem. Is it a problem to you? Yeah, it's a problem. It feels like yesterday. It's not feeling like 30 years ago. It's feeling like yesterday. All right? You can't fall for it. Please. It took me some time to be able to deal with the whole situation. It took almost about 4 different hours of session to be able to deal with it. To be able to deal with it. The man is insecure. Yes, you're correct. Peace. It took over 4 hours of session to deal with this stuff. Over 4 hours. Over 4 hours. So when you are talking about moment of truth, you don't want to. You don't want to. I've known women, men, who listen to what some people are saying. Do you know your wife's friends? You know, a woman with friend, you're sharing all manners of things with your friend, and the friend is actually looking for a way to take the husband away from the friend. They come up with stories like this. They come up with bad stories like this. They feed the man. They feed the man with all these bad stories and all kinds of stuff. And at the end of the whole stuff, the man will come home to react. He will come home to react because it's actually something that actually now feel fresh in his brain. You can't allow somebody to be sleeping with your wife. You don't want to hear that kind of a story. Or somebody slept with my wife. No. I can't. And that's the difference between us and the Americans. There's a difference between us and the Americans. The Americans can actually show you naked pictures of their wives. I used to have a co-worker when I was working for Schlumberger. When I was working for Schlumberger, this guy would come to work with naked pictures of his wife. And he would say, Shola, come on. I'll just go there and say, you look at this, man. Don't you like this? Don't you want to touch it? Don't you feel like licking it? Don't you feel like? You know, the guy is only trying to make me see the beautiful woman he's married to. I understand. All right? I do understand. But with we Africans, forget about it. I can't bring no naked picture of my wife to come show you. You don't want to lick it. You want to lick it. You like this now. You want to touch the breast. No, I don't want to show you. It's mine. It's supposed to be mine and mine alone. I don't want you to see it. It's not something I want to show you. And that's why I always talk. I say, the breast of African women don't suffer. The breast of African women don't suffer. I go to weddings. I see the bride. There's only one thing holding on top of the breast like this. This whole place is empty. Nothing there. No string that is holding this dress up. It's just the dress is just standing on the breast like this. And they'll be dancing. They'll be dancing like this. I will just be praying and say, Father, in the name of Jesus, Father, please don't let this breast come outside in Jesus' name. Because what is holding this breast intact is just one tiny little fabric. Just one tiny little fabric is actually holding it. And stuff. The breast of African women is suffering. They will pull it all the way up. Oh my God. They will push something at the bottom and push it all the way up so it can be round on top. They stretch it to the side. Some of them will stretch their breast to the side so that this place can be empty. This place can be empty. They drag the breast to this side. Some of them, they drag the breast down. They push it all the way up. So they do all manners of things. I was like, the breast of African women, they suffer. Oh Lord. I'm telling you the fact. Some of them, they cannot eat. They will go to parties, they must not eat. They must not drink water. If they drink water, something's going to happen. Something's going to happen. These people, they suffer. I'm telling you the fact. You guys, you guys don't do that. You know that I'm telling you guys the truth. I'm telling you the truth, man. I'm really telling you. They have all manners of things. Now they are actually making their bomb to suffer now. There's another one now for the bum. You will zip it all the way up, and then you use one wrap to wrap the leg to the bum and lift it up down so that the bum can be round. So when they wear their dress, the bum will shoot out, the breast will go on top all the way up, and then you look, and then they'll be looking at the mirror and say, "Kilo data look kobali aye." Kilo help me, kilo invest for me. By the time I get to you, I want to have sex with you, and you remove all these gadgets. Your breast will still fall down. Anyway, the bum will fall down. Anyway, it's like, oh, that's not going to help me. I will run away. I will still run away. I will still run away. You know? I will still run away. So the name of the thing is your dear. I don't know what it is. T-Boss, say your dear. It's the T your dear. Ogologo the T-Boy, T-Boss. Rebecca, God bless you. All right, is it not something? It's not going to help you. It's still not going to help you anyway. All right, it's possible for you to fool me the first day. You can fool me the first day. The second time, I'm not coming to your area. You will see me in your street, on your street. Lie, I'm gone. I'm gone. You can only fool me one time. You can't fool me the rest of my life. I know it. It's a packaging. It's body magic. I will run away. I will still run away. You don't suffer, man. The breast of women don't suffer. I don't suffer big time. All right. You do all kinds of things. Bomb, they suffer. Belly, they suffer. Every part of a woman's body, they suffer. It's inside pain. They cannot eat jollof rice when they go to party. One man shot jollof rice. They be a year. Be eating one grain of jollof rice at a time. They can't drink water. They can't drink anything because the body magic. They have to squeeze their belly inside to zip it. To zip it in. You know this waiting our men they do for the do the breast though. They squeeze it like orange. Is that one not better? That one is better now. That one is better. So where are we coming from? Is it men are not that secured when you're talking about somebody sleeping with their wives, they don't want to hear that stuff. So when you're talking about moment of truth, you need to be very mature about it. You need to know the answers to give. There are certain times you want to pass. You want to tell your husband, I pass on this one. All right. You just want him to know, I pass on this one. I've actually dealt with this. I've given it unto God. God is dealing with it. Thank you. God bless you. Next question. All right. Get to the moment of truth of actually ask the guy, you've been talking, you are a graduate. What kind of a graduate are you? Moment of truth. That one is good. Let's do that one. All right. So when we talk about moment of truth, is very deadly. Very deadly. For a man, we will actually make it to sound like you've cheated. We're going to make it to look like you've cheated. We're going to make it look like you're still cheating. It's only a counselor that will ask, okay, when did this happen? Then they say 34 years ago. And then the counselor will look at you like, what? You guys are fighting over something that happened 30-something years ago and stuff like that. All right? And that's where the problem is. That's where the problem is. People will now go and start fighting. It's not supposed to be. So you need to know what you're sharing with the man. And I was saying something about the friend. You see, don't allow your friend to be too close to your husband. Some of you women always say, it's my best friend, it's my korikosun, it's my this. There is nothing like your friend, like a korikosun. Like korikosun. There is nothing like that. Nothing like that. All right? Don't trust nobody. Don't allow anybody to be too close to your husband, even to your children. Don't allow anybody to have too much of closeness to your family. Be their friend way over there. People will eat the devil, you have to have a long spoon. You have a long spoon. To eat the devil, you have to have a long spoon. Long spoon. You can't find that spoon to eat with the devil. Because the moment they share something about you with your husband, that's it. That's it. Some of you guys will be sharing. Some of you guys are sharing a lot of different stuff with your friends, things that you're not supposed to share with your friends. You're digging a grave for yourself for the future. Pastor, now that you are leaving Facebook, how do we communicate with you? This is Adebola Adeyemi Kind. I will still be on Facebook. They didn't block me. They said they're going to block my page. If they block my page, my app is there. You can actually go and download my app at the App Store. Go and download the Raw Talk. The Raw Talk. Go to the App Store. Go and search for the Raw Talk. The Raw Talk. That's my app. You will still be able to see me. You're going to be able to see my videos there. Every YouTube video, all of my YouTube videos, you see them there. Don't share your story with no friends. Don't tell them who is giving you money, how you're making your money. Don't share with your friends. They're gonna look for ways of blocking you. The people don't like you. You think they like you, you think they celebrate you. They just say all manners of things just to get you excited. They go behind to look for a way to kill you. Look for a way to kill you. All right. So these are the two angles I want us to look at it. The story of this man went to Nigeria to meet a friend you met on Facebook. And on that same day you guys were hanging out, 5 other friends walked in to join you guys to enjoy the battle. And you guys started talking about the girl, and that girl happens to be your wife. And the whole 6 of them, they have slept with that woman. Think about it. Don't let anybody set you up. Don't let them destroy your home. All right? If that story is of the past, let it remain in the past. Let it remain in the past. If that story is a story of somebody saying no to somebody and the other person is trying to take a revenge, then be very, very careful before you act. Take your time before you act. All right? Take your time. Take your time. All right? I'm going to open my telephone line up for people who would love to call in. You want to call in on this show, feel free to do so. Feel free to do so right now, right this moment. The telephone number to reach me in the studio is already at the bottom of the screen. 346-387-9891. 346-387-9891. That is the number to reach me in the studio. Quickly, you want to make that phone call in quickly. Let's know your view. Let's know your own. What do you think? What do you think about this story that we're talking about? What do you think should be done? All right, there's a call coming in. Let me pick up this call. Hello.
Good morning, Pastor Charlotte. How are you?
I am good, and you?
I'm doing very well.
Very good. You want to contribute on the show?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead.
First of all, he was laughing because when you read that letter, he said he was laughing when he didn't know who the woman was. So
yeah, he was laughing before he got to know it was his wife. Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. So in his mind, it could be a mysterious woman, so I can laugh over it.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as he found out, oh my God, this woman is his wife.
Yeah.
It's no more funny to him.
It became not funny. Yeah.
Yeah. So he has 2 choices. Either he lets go of the past, what happened has happened.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Or he gets to see a therapist with his wife and say, hey, I can't deal with what I found out.
Mm.
And I don't really see why him finding out should disturb him. And as you said, it could be also a setup. Men are very vindictive as women too. Hey, I want to get this woman laid, and I would do anything to ruin her marriage.
Mm-hmm.
He has to be very clever in deciding what he's going to do with the information he's found out about his wife.
Yes. Yes. You are 1,000% correct, my dear sister. You're 1,000% correct. Yeah. Is it why when they were having fun, they were drinking, they were talking about having sex with this same woman, he was laughing. He actually said it was a sweet story.
It was a sweet story.
And now he's bleeding. He's now bleeding right now. When is his wife? So automatically he himself is guilty. He must have slept with another person's wife before.
He's guilty.
Yeah.
You said there's some
Yeah.
Men cannot handle the truth.
Yeah.
I mean, a woman telling a man this and this while I was back in the world, like, oh, you did that. Every time that man is sleeping, trust me, he's not sleeping.
He's not.
He was cooling. Well, how did she do it? Was her leg hanging in the air? Was her leg this way? Was she doing this? That's all that man is thinking about.
Now, let me ask you a question real quick before you leave. Is it possible for you guys as a woman to think about your ex-boyfriends or probably ex-lover and think about that person and compare that person to your husband as per sexual relationship?
Yes. I'm going to be honest, yes. Yes. When I was married, the men I dated, I would just literally compare them with my husband.
Okay.
I did.
So it's normal for you guys to think like that.
Yes, it is. It is.
Okay.
But, especially depending on how the bedroom is functioning.
We don't like that. We men don't like that.
Yes, I know. Definitely, you're not going to tell your husband, hey, you know, you can do it like this way or that way.
Yeah.
And so for some men, because I remember there was someone I actually dated, and I started experimenting with him. And I remember I would forget, where did you learn this from? That's what he literally asked me. Where did you learn this from? I thought it was a magazine. It's like, no, you could have seen this in a magazine. You learned it from somewhere.
So you guys get to that point. You get to that point to think about your ex-lover, how you guys were enjoying sex. That means that the new guy you're with is not good enough, right?
Yes. You can teach him.
You can teach him
to learn. Yeah,
you can teach him
to learn.
But would they like you to teach them?
No, some people, that comes down to the ego of a man.
Okay.
I mean, why does she know more things than me in this aspect? Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for calling on the show.
Thank you.
God bless you. All right.
Bye.
Wow. All right, we do, but we don't verbalize it. Wow, you guys think about this whole stuff? So I said, like, there's gonna be a girl thinking about me right now. I didn't mean I'm still with Shola right now, man. So it's possible. All right, why is it that you guys don't forget about? No. Let me ask the question like this: why is it that you women, you always want to keep messages? Where one guy is telling you how beautiful you are and how fantastic you are and all kinds of stuff. You guys always love to keep those text messages, and then you go back to read them over and over, again and again, and you'll be smiling and all kinds of stuff. Why do you guys do that? All right, as I'm waiting for the answer, somebody's asking, Pashola, what is your take on remaining friends with exes? It's a wrong stuff to do. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You cannot be friend with your ex-lover, ex-boyfriend, ex-husband. No. That's why they call them ex. Exit. Let them go. Let them go and get out of your life. There are some certain people that they will date you and they will still be your friend. It's possible. But it's just some of them may actually not be harmful, but most of the time it's actually very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. So it's better for you to actually run away from anything unknown. You don't know exactly what they're thinking towards you. You don't know what they could do. It's possible for them to set you up and stuff like that. So you don't even want to. You need to let them exit. Let them go. Let them go. Let them go. Let them go. Don't even risk it at all. Don't risk it. I know a story of one particular woman. She's still talking to her ex-lover, and the ex-lover is teaching her how to be an IT specialist. The IT guy is leading her to, training her, teaching her this, and the woman eventually got a good job and all kinds of stuff, started making a lot of money. But you see, what happened is every day they call each other on the phone, every day they do Zoom and all kinds of stuff. Before the end of the whole stuff, the guy will say, I feel like touching you again, or I feel like kissing you again. And before you got to know it, this woman was drawn back into that relationship, and then the husband found out. And that ruined the whole relationship. All right? Ali Matthew, very correct. Ladies think on past relationship if it has good memory more than the present person. That's it. That's true. That's true. Do you want to make a comment on this story today? This guy said, 6 of them slept with my wife. I do not know what to do. And I'm angry. I'm bleeding right now. I'm not happy. What do you suggest? What do you want him to do? Do you want him to send his wife away? What if your ex lives in different country? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The moment you guys are still talking, you will be talking about the day you blala her and she was shouting. She will remember. Women will always remember. They will always remember the good old days. The good old days. They will remember. All right. You don't want to tempt them. You don't want to be under the temptation. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Yes. Hello, man.
Hello, Dr. Shella. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, man. You want to contribute on the show?
Yes, I want to.
Go ahead.
So I think the guys you just talking about, they are trying to, put it on his mind. So, because if someone he met on Facebook, they are not even friends like that.
They're not even friends like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so if someone he met on Facebook, they're just trying to mess with his head. So, because someone you met on Facebook, you're not trying to impress. So, they are older guys, I think. So, if I'm meeting someone for the first time, are we going to be talking about? Anyway, they are men, so they can talk about the past. But I don't think that, I don't think that should have come into the discussion.
So what you think is that they are trying to mess with him, but he left Nigeria, is back in the state right now. They didn't call him up and say, "Oh, we're trying to mess with you."
But I don't think it's shady. Yeah, so that's just my opinion. I think it's shady.
Yes.
Yeah,
Do you think it's true that they have slept with a wife before?
I don't think so. I'm sure they met on Facebook.
Is it possible for 5? I mean, is it possible for 5 men to have slept with the same woman and they are still friends?
Yeah, some people, maybe while they are in school and they already best and it's okay. So I'll go.
Have you slept with 3 men at the same time, the same who are friends before?
No. No.
Do you think it's easy to do? Do you think it's easy to do?
No. Most women will, if they're not in a relationship with the person, they'll end the relationship. If they don't want it anymore, they go to the next person. I don't think.
They end one relationship, then they go to the next one.
Yeah, but some people.
Unless the woman was raped, right?
I don't know.
The 6 of them, it's possible for the 6 of them to rape the same woman.
Yeah, that's possible. That's possible. But if they do that, I don't really. Will they now come out and be bragging about it?
They won't say rape. They just, what they said was that they have slept with the woman. And they were telling the story, and the story is actually very sweet. And all of them were laughing.
To the husband, yeah.
Yeah, to the husband.
Until he got to know it was.
Until he saw the picture, and they kept the picture inside the phone. Maybe something that happened 11, 12, 13 years ago. How come they still have the picture on the phone?
Wow, that's why I said it's shady.
It's shady. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You shouldn't just let that,
All right. I want you to answer my question. Why do you women keep chat messages of sweet discussions from your ex-lovers and ex-boyfriends?
I don't know. Maybe sometimes when their husbands are messing up.
So when the husband is messing up, you guys go back and read those things.
So fall back to the message. I said, okay, at least someone loves me,
At least somebody said, "I love you." Oh my God. You guys can kill somebody. You're supposed to delete the thing and let it go.
For some people, kind of, comforting.
Oh, what's your name? All right. Somebody's actually going to be reading my text message by now. All right, thank you, my sister. God bless you for calling. All right, yeah. All right, telephone number is still open, 346-387-9891. That is the telephone number to reach me in the studio at this time. You want to make a contribution. As somebody saying, the reason women keep message from their ex is because they lack word of affirmation in the current relationship. That's true. She just mentioned that. All right. Pastor, she's from the street. Many women go through a whole phase in their 20s and now settle down to find a good man to marry in their late 20s, early 30s. Yes, possible. It's possible also for her to actually be on the street and sleep with a lot of people. That's true. All right. Women do that because she's still involved in the person. Are you serious? Julian, are you serious because he's still involved in the person? All right, if you want to contribute on the show, the telephone number is on the screen. We're still waiting for your call to come in. 346-387-9891. That is the telephone number to reach me in the studio at this time. Yes, it could be gang rape. I agree with you, Pastor. That's what I'm saying. It's possible. She will not keep it if she is not in love with the man anymore. Well, women do keep it. They just keep it. They want to go back and read it and smile. One man called me one time. He said, my wife is always smiling whenever she's in the kitchen. She will read something on her phone and she'll be smiling. And I was like, I don't know. I can't just lay my hand on what she's doing, she's chatting with, always talking. So eventually when I did the investigation, I talked with the wife, and the wife said, oh, I'm actually reading the messages of my ex-boyfriend, where he was saying that I look like his grandmother, where he was saying that you are the dream of my life, where he was saying that you are the most beautiful woman in the world. And I asked the woman, I said, but where is the guy now? He said he's married to somebody. I said, why is he not married to you when you look like his grandmother and you are the love of his life? And he said all this kind of stuff. I said, don't you think like we men just say things when we're drunk? We just say things when we're drunk. We just say all nasty stuff just to make you feel good. But because I believe that this man that is saying you look like the grandmother, you are the dream of his life, he's supposed to be your husband by now. But he's not your husband. Why are you still reading those things? He said, because that's what I expect my husband to say. And my husband is not saying it, so I pretend like, okay, somebody's saying it to me and I'm happy. Oh my goodness. But did the wife agree that she slept with this man? Peace. We don't know. We don't know. And that's the question he should ask the wife. And that's where I am right now. He's asking how to deal with this situation. So the very first thing I want to advise him, if he's listening right now, is to be calm, be patient. All right. This story is possible for this story to be a setup. Maybe they want to set you up. They want to ruin your relationship because your wife didn't agree to sleep with one of them. All right. Number two, it's possible for this stuff to have happened. Maybe they slept with your wife. Maybe one of them slept with your wife. Maybe two of them. Maybe the whole six of them. While she was still 20. All right. That's the past. That's the past. All right. Is it possible that this man is very proud of his wife? They are tired of him bragging about his near perfect wife. So maybe they want to show him that she's not all that. We don't know. We don't know what's going on. It is known as Okafo law. A man that has slept with a woman before can always sleep with her again. I understand. Once debe, forever debe. I understand that part of it. All right. But the issue here is that if it's the past, it's the past. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. And that's why I'm actually asking people, don't play the moment of truth game. Don't play it. Some of you guys always want to get to the moment of truth. You want to share what's going on. What have you done before? How many pregnancies have you aborted? How much you have in your bank account? There was a time we were actually in a place we were eating, and then we said, oh, let's play the moment of truth. Moment of truth for a man. And then we asked that, okay, can you remember a moment that you had sex with a girl and then you got caught? That was crazy. That was crazy, man. I got a lot of different stories in my head. I wanted to share the story before. I just kind of like tapped myself. I was like, you can't. People are going to use this against you, man. You can't do it. One other guy just jumped up and just started talking about the story that he slept with the house help. He slept with the house girl, and then the house girl got pregnant. Bah, every one of us, we started laughing and all kinds of stuff and everything. Before we got to know it, this thing got to his wife. The wife got to know. And then the next question is, where is the baby? I was like, no, there's no baby. The house girl got pregnant, and then they aborted the pregnancy. Mommy quickly aborted the pregnancy before anybody could know, but I got busted. Mommy got to know, daddy got to know, and I was actually put on timeout. All right? But that stuff almost ruined their relationship. So there's these games, this all moment of truth games that can ruin your relationship. You don't want to play it. Just want to run away from moment of truth. Don't need moment of truth. And that's why I always tell people about this stuff they call restitution. You see, Christians, we always talk about restitution. The moment you get born again, pastors want you to do restitution. And for the benefit of those of you who do not understand what restitution is, you don't know what it means. It means the act of restoring back to the rightful owner what you have stolen or something you have collected, from the people, just like what Zacchaeus did. That's what they call restitution. He promised to return every money he has collected illegally in 7 folds. That is restitution. My pastor preached restitution to me. I went to a guy that I stole some stuff from. The guy almost locked me up in prison. Almost locked me up in prison. I'm telling you, leave moment of truth alone. You don't need moment of truth. Even restitution, you want to do restitution with God. You want to go to God on your knee and say, Father, this is my confession. I've stolen this and this and this and this. I stole this, I stole that. And then you confess to God, and that's it. And let God be the one to forgive you and deal with whatever it is that is on ground, and just stay away from moment of truth. All right? Moment of truth has sent some people to jail, some people to the grave, some people are in a psychiatric hospital, some people are no longer married today because of moment of truth. All right? So that's the point. It's possible for that woman to have slept with those 6 men, maybe based on rape or willingly, and that was her past. And somebody's bringing her past right now to the present time. And then think about it. Why are they all together in the same place? Why is it that we have 5 of them together in the same room, talking about the same woman? And now one of them has got the picture in his pocket. So we need to think about it. This one is not clean. All right? It's not clean at all. So my advice to that man is to be patient. Be patient. You have slept with a lot of people also yourself. What do you want their husband to be thinking about? So take it easy. Call your wife. Tell your wife everything that they shared with you. Show your wife the picture of that your friend on Facebook. Give her the opportunity to talk about the past if she's willing to talk about it. If your wife is not willing to talk about it, and if your wife is like, oh, that's in the past, just leave it. Be wise. You see, this is wisdom I'm teaching you. Don't dig into it. The moment your wife says, oh, that was like about 30 years ago, that was about 25 years ago, all right? Leave the past in the past. There's something they call let the sleeping dog lie. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Talking about restitution, imagine someone who cheated during WAEC. You went back to WAEC, he cheated. His certificate was cancelled. I remember that stuff. You don't want to do that. You don't want to go to JAM and say, I cheated. They will collect your certificate from you and tear your certificate. You're actually going to be 0. You have to learn and be knowledgeable, please. So you need to keep the past in the past. Keep the past in the past. You don't want to be jumping, and be looking and be poking a hole, trying to get to the bottom of something. If the story is a story after your marriage, if that thing happened, if your wife slept with those men after your marriage, then there is a situation. This is at this point, there is a case now. We need to first of all investigate that is it true that she actually had sexual relationship with those men? When did this happen? It happened after the marriage. All right. Why? How come? Were you raped? Was it willingly? Did he sleep with all of them separately or together? Did she know that they were friends? Was she being passed around? Did she sleep with them because of money or because of what? We need to dig into all of this stuff and find out the truth. If your wife is sleeping around because she's actually sex-starved, that's a different side. If she's sleeping around because of money, that's another different part. If she's sleeping around because she's actually a nympho, that's a different part. If she's sleeping around because she could not understand why, that's a different part of it. That's a different part of it. So we will need to break it down. And that's the three parts I'm talking about. The first part, if actually she did it before marriage. The second part, maybe she said no to one of the guys and they want to set her up to destroy your life. The third part, if she did it after marriage. After marriage. I also find it disrespectful when a man asks you, how many men have you slept with in the past? It's none of their business. No, it's not none of their business. That's your husband. You will want to know too how many women they've slept with. Ali Matthew, Pastor, you're correct, but the man must be strong to clear his mind. But these friends are not worth being friends. I know they are not even friends. They're just Facebook friends, Facebook followers. All right? You don't allow Facebook followers to ruin your life. You don't allow it. So it will require counseling. I understand that this man is going through a lot right now. He's looking at his wife like a prostitute, looking at his wife like this stupid woman. I understand that particular feeling right now. And this stuff is going to haunt your dreams. It's going to haunt you for a long time. Every time you want to have sex with your wife, you will always go back to think about it. 6 men at the same time. Even if it's a lie, those men, they have succeeded in registering that thing in your mind. They have succeeded in registering it in your mind. It's going to haunt you for a long time. For a long time. So people always think that men, we are strong. We are not strong. We are not that strong. Men, we are not that strong. We are not. We are not that strong. We are not. No, we're not. All right? We are not that strong. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. I pray for that man that the Lord will give him strength and he will become courageous to be able to attend to this issue, in the way a real man will do so. You don't want to ruin your relationship. You have 3 wonderful children. Always think about them. Think about your life in the future. Think about what you guys have gone through together. Don't allow our past to ruin the future. Don't allow stupid friends who are looking for stupid story to share to ruin your marriage. Focus on your life. Focus on your marriage. Love your wife. Trust your wife. If you have any kind of issue you need to discuss with her, call her, sit her down, and talk about it. And if you need to meet with me for counseling session, feel free to call me. You can call the number you see on the screen, or you can call my cell phone number, 405-550-5135. You can call that number to make inquiry about the counseling session to actually sign it up. And you can also send an email at Debola68. Yes, you can make a phone call to 405-550-5135. That's my cell phone number. You can reach me. It's not free of charge. Please, it's not free. Or don't call me if you want a free counseling session. I don't do free counseling session at all. I charge to do what I do. I do charge to do what I do. All right. So thank you very much, everybody, for coming. I really appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys later down the road. God bless you. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Enjoy this music before you go. Don't go. Make sure you enjoy this music before you go.
Father, I bless you. Holy Spirit, fill this atmosphere with your presence and your glory. Amen. King Kong.